What's up guys, Gunthix here from Good Gaming, and unfortunately I just have too much stuff to get through in this video to play a pre-intro video for you all today. Oh, who am I kidding? We always got time for it. Roll it! Those Mesmer troll ports are always painful. Just a heads up guys, they all die. Today guys, we are taking a look at the big ones. The trio, the whole cabana, I'm out of things. So before I start, I've just given a shout out to Ferris, who had the idea to make it the Greatsword video next. So on this basis, let's kick it off with Sunrise. As the name suggests, looking into the blade of Sunrise is like looking into the morning sky. The blade itself can create a view depending on the angle you wish to view it. Right down to the ground places an amazing blue colour over the sword, and then above your character moves it towards an orange. The orange view is typically seen due to the standard positioning of everyone's camera in the game. The blade, when looked at closely, has a texture that shifts and rotates around the blade. This makes the blade seem as though it is never still. Whilst drawn, Sunrise begins its road to a true legendary. From the moment you draw this greatsword, it explodes your character in a burst of light when it is unsheathed, and then changes to a soft glow around your character. The blade itself creates a soft aura with particles that float upwards. In combat with Sunrise, you will notice that you will have an amazing trail animation on pretty much everything you do, but the sword does not stop its effects there. It changes most skills in the game to include either the sword glow effect or the sword itself, from simple things like throw rock, I learnt about that one the hard way, to the more effect pleasing skills like blinding blade and blade trail. The footfall to Sunrise is amazing, as well as it paints the sword's image into the ground in a splash effect and remains for a few seconds. This doesn't contain any particle effects but still looks amazing. Before the recap guys, let's keep going or I'm going to get in trouble for making this video longer than it needs to be. Yeah, straight to Twilight. Twilight, as the name suggests, the effect of the brief moment when the sky descends into darkness. I wouldn't really call it a night because it contains a red sun, but nevertheless it still looks amazing and is a great counterpart to Sunrise. The blade when drawn creates a dark aura that stays around the sword whilst it is drawn. The same effect also bursts up from the player wielding it. While drawn, the blade has a white particle that pop off the blade, rise a little and then disappear. The blade's edge seems to always be moving, and it makes as though it cannot be contained. Swinging your blade will create an amazing trail that allows you to look deep inside the galaxy that is Twilight. Unlike its counterpart, the blade never changes from the dark background because it is a multiple of galaxies and sun-like objects found inside. The footfall to Twilight paints the sword's image onto the ground and allows you to gaze deep inside the galaxy, often leading you to run off a cliff. The effect is displayed in a splash animation and has no additional particle effects, but in my opinion, it doesn't really need one. This is it guys, the big one, the cream of the crop, the don in my soup, the meat on the plate, out again. That's right, it's Eternity. Eternity, first of all, is made by effectively sacrificing two perfectly fine legendaries. For a legendary that changes drastically depending on the day-night cycle, that's right, Eternity is Sunrise. It is Twilight. It is better. Before the legendary patch that came out a while back, this sword was no different to changing from Sunrise to Twilight depending on the day or night. But after the patch notes were released and contains a glowing gem was read, I was thinking this is going to be bad. And the gem itself is not that great. Placing it on a character who has the red rose backpack skin or the preserved bees will make the particle effect this legendary has look slightly more appealing. But that's not what makes this sword better. Take the footfall of Twilight. Make it look even more like a galaxy. Place bright suns inside it. Make it so much larger, it now looks as though you're literally stepping the galaxy. and that is Eternity. The footfall also spawns explosions when you walk it that change depending on the time of day. Purple for night, orange for day. This Greatsword's combat effect was also drastically increased from the particle trails being increased from its younger brothers when swung, to the explosion of pure flames that erupt from your player, and the sword upon unsheathing. Those flames then remain around your character for the entire fight. What's left to add? Oh yeah! You now, in combat effects like Blade Trails, Blinding Blade, Whirling Wrath, how about you throw Eternities? So you throw two swords, one being Sunrise and one being Twilight. This is why Eternity to me is my number one of every single legendary in this game. Because there is no end to what you see inside it. If you guys feel the same, let me know in the comments. Shoot us a like, subscribe, do all that amazing stuff you keep doing. And guys, may your games be good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go lie down or something.